We're going to make our way through to Mapesu Game Reserve, where we're going to pretty much camp in the wilds. So we are on the road. We had a bit of a quick breakfast and stuff this morning, and we're busy heading to meet up in a town called All Days with the Suzuki Club. The roads are pretty busy. It's a long weekend. It's chaos. It's really chaos. The roads are super bumpy. We're being chucked around. But I must say, the new tent is a lot more stable than the old one. So the drive is going much better. We've managed to even get up to 120 in some places, and it doesn't feel like the car is gonna flip over. But yeah, so far so good. So we've arrived in the little town of All Days. We're gonna meet up with the Suzuki Club now. I'm pretty excited. We're in the middle of nowhere. This is quite a crazy little town. There's not really much here, it's just one little strip mall. But we're gonna move from here and we're gonna drive through to Mapesu and Convoy. So we're just gonna wait for everybody to arrive and then head out. We are actually just gonna have a little bit of a chill. It's been a long day of driving. We've been driving for 8 hours already. It's beautiful. We are certainly not fancy enough to be staying here. We're going to be camping in the wild. We're just signing indemnities and everything, because obviously, you know, wild animals and people, you got to take your own life into your own hands. But this is incredible. It's really, really beautiful here. So I can't wait to see what the campsites are like. Hey girl.
Hey.
It's time to go. We are camping next to a baobab. How phenomenal is that? So obviously it's our first time setting up the tent, so we just want to run through it a little bit just so we sort of know what we're doing this evening, when we probably gonna have to set up in the dark. So we just want to get a little test run done first, but this is really special. So what's this lack of life you guys are living here? All your tents pre-set up?
Yes, nice proper bed.
Oh, so this is how you overland in a Jimny.
In style, proper facilities, coverage, everything but lying around.
Time to head out, go look at some bush paintings.
So there's about 16 species of animals on this panel alone. This panel has about 200 paintings. So it's believed that some of these paintings are 10 to 11,000 years old. Some of these paintings might be a bit younger, some of them might be a bit older. So there would be different tribes and clans that would have come and used this shelter as a painting shelter. Bushmen or hunter-gatherers, they relied on what nature provided. So they relied on the impalas, on the kudu, on the eland, all of those animals. And they only hunted what they needed to hunt. They would not kill every single impala they came across. If they needed to, they'll only kill 2.
It's quite an incredible experience, seeing all of this and, you know, learning about, you know, the Bushman culture, and society hasn't changed much. So many little things, courting, dating, hunting, you know, all of these things that, you know, are kind of communicated through all these paintings, and we still do the same thing now, just instead of putting it on a wall, we put it on a Facebook wall or an Instagram feed, but it's very cool.
Reino had yet another little surprise for us, a fantastic view to enjoy the sunset. What a great way to wrap up our day's journey, with Botswana lingering in the distance.
It's been a really long day. It was about 8 hours driving just to get here, and then we drove around the whole afternoon as well. But we've got our tent set up, just had nice hot showers, and we're ready to just settle down, sit around the fire underneath the baobab. What an epic spot. This is camping, and this is really, really, really special. It's a cool, windy, overcast day today, but we had a really good night's sleep in the tent. And it's really awesome having all of these little views around us. It's super cool. And then we're going to head through to the watering hole, have a little bit of a chill there before we have to come pack up our tent and get ready to go.
Our first trip with the new tent was certainly going to have its frustrations here and there. Learning new stuff is always frustrating in the beginning, but by the end of the weekend we already had it on lockdown. I also learned a couple of much needed things for making a few improvements and changes to the roof rack setup. So you will definitely see some revision of this setup right now.
We're just back in the cars now. We're going to be heading through to Mapungubwe today to do a little bit of a drive around there. I think there's a bit of a 4x4 trail, which is going to be quite cool.
Mapungubwe really feels like an alien landscape in the winter. It would be incredible to see in the peak of summer, with all its thick green vegetation contrast against the red rocks.
So we've just arrived at a little walkway. It's gonna be cool to see, but it has just started to drizzle. It's super overcast and windy, and it might actually rain. Let's see. It's not pouring, but the rain is definitely starting to come down now. So I'm feeling pretty good about these mats right now, because I feel nothing about putting all this dirt in here. That's awesome.
We had one last epic viewpoint on our list, the confluence point between South Africa, Botswana and Zimbabwe. But I must say it's quite an epic sight, and seeing the Shashi River in full flood must be spectacular.
We still haven't seen any animals. It's been a bit of a depressing game drive as far as game drives go. I mean, we've seen an elephant, we've seen some giraffe, we've seen a couple impala, but it's been a pretty low success rate lately. But I'm not too sure. I think it's just really dry at the moment, and I don't know, maybe the animals have got some little secret spot where they're hiding away from all the people. But no luck for us today. I think we're going to be heading out of Mapungubwe now and making our way back to Mapesu to continue with our, in inverted commas, afternoon activities.
Boktransport-competitie. Who has done a boktransport?
I've never ever done that.
Do you know what it tastes like?
I found that setting up the Eezi Awn Jazz actually goes quite quick. And in a weird way, sometimes it's a little bit faster than setting up a blade, because there's a lot less fiddling with the ladder. But I must say for certain, the Jazz is a lot more comfortable inside. I think it's just because it's a little bit bigger. It could do with a thicker mattress like the blade, but it's very comfortable. The only downside I would say is that it's affected by the wind quite a bit more. Other than that, I'm actually super happy with it, and I'm really looking forward to using it on some future trips.
Look at that dust. This dust is like talcum powder. It is just so frustrating. It gets everywhere. Everything is covered in dust. The whole bloody car. At least yesterday when we had that little bit of rain, it kind of settled some of the dust, but really not for long. Yeah. But now we're going to have little bacon and egg breakfast buns, and that's going to make everything all right. Oh my word, that thing is huge. It's good. It's the end of a long weekend, so the roads are going to be busy and chaotic. We're just going to take it slow. Ooh. Look here. These are huge. I don't know if these might have been the Wildogs that they were talking about. Made our way through the camp last night. Very, very cool. Mapesu Game Reserve has been a beautiful spot. We haven't seen all the game and stuff that we expected, but they're definitely around here. So we could have just been a bit unlucky. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed coming on this adventure, I suggest subscribing, liking the video, commenting down below. Let us know what you think of Mapesu. Let us know what you think of the cars and the club and everything. I'd love to know. But for now, see you again on the next adventure. Cheers.